All right, so we're actually getting to see Shigaraki versus Endeavor here, and it is satisfying. I love this fight. I mean, of course, it doesn't have like a definitive outcome to it, but not every fight does, and especially not now because we need Endeavor to live so that he can encounter Dabi or at least get killed by him. Just the whole Toya thing kind of needs Endeavor around, so he knew that, or at least I knew that he was going to survive this encounter, and I'm honestly just as impressed with Endeavor as I am with Shigaraki, because obviously Shigaraki is oh my god, so powerful in this chapter. Incredible. I mean, kind of like what I expected, but maybe even going a little beyond that. And I'll go into that, but first I just want to praise Endeavor a little more because I made a video about how powerful he was, and I felt like people kind of underrated him, but this is probably the best Endeavor has ever looked, right? I mean, like, he obviously struggled severely against Hood, and then he's looked pretty good after that. All of the high-end Nomos that he fought after that, he did, fine. And now he's looking great even here. So I guess he's really improved after his fight with Hood or something, because, like, he's evading Shigaraki here. He's catching his strikes by, like, the wrist, stopping himself from getting vaporized pretty much. He's blasting him, like, into that pillar that he created. Like, him knocking Shigaraki after, like, he, like, evades his strike, like we were saying, and then he counters him. Super impressive. Like, this is some of the best speed and evasion that we've seen from Endeavor, and he's knocking, like I said, Shigaraki into this pillar, and it's leveling him, like, severe damage here. Super powerful display from Endeavor. It's awesome. So I just wanted to show, like, yeah, Endeavor, in my opinion, just impressive as Shigaraki here. But let's get into Shigaraki because, as I put in the title of the video, he's probably disaster level dragon at this point. And if you're confused what that means, it's coming from One Punch Man's power scale. Like, they have a rating in their world for, like, threats and stuff. Like, if there was villains in My Hero, they'd have, like, a threat level for it, like how they do in One Punch Man. And Dragon is, like, one step below the highest. So, like, pretty much all the strongest characters are Dragon level to some degree, some stronger than others. But I would say that Shigaraki, the level of power that he's showing in this chapter, is, at least in my opinion, guys, qualifying him to be Dragon level in power. Like, he could hang with the powerful characters in One Punch Man at this point. Like, his regeneration is probably the best we've seen so far in the series, right? I mean, like keyword seen. We don't know what, like, Prime All for One was like, but if this is in fact the same All for One quirk that Prime All for One was using, then I guess it's got to be something similar to this, right? Now, granted, he's not 100% completed. This is like a 75% or something. Shigaraki, whatever, modifications were done to his body. So, he's not at peak power, but, his regeneration is still almost instantaneous. Because not even Endeavor's flames can burn him. Like, it's even showing us, like, a difference between him and, like, the high-end Nomos, because even Endeavor was at least able to, melt them or burn away a part of them or something, and then it would come back. But with Shigaraki, it's not even getting to that point. He's just coming back as he's burning, like, instantly. It's pretty cool. But also, like, it goes into, like, his durability as well, along with his regeneration. I guess his speed is increased too, but just, like, going back to Endeavor being able to evade these strikes is just more impressive for him. But, like, the strength of his decay at this point is unbelievable. Like, he's just swatting the pillar and it's exploding pretty much. And the pillar's pretty big. I mean, it's the size of, like, a house or something. I don't know, but still, just imagine, like, if he really wanted to, like, go ham on a building, he could probably one-shot a building with little to no resistance. I mean, I know the building will eventually decay, but looking at what he's doing to the pillar here, it's like a decay explosion now. Like, he doesn't even need it to crumble. And judging from what happened in the previous chapter, it doesn't seem like decay can be stopped. Because, like, Izuku shot a St. Louis Air Force at it. Didn't stop it, and Uraraka was like, I don't think that's going to work. Basically implying that, like, it's magic, so it doesn't play by anyone's rules. So that too. But then, just aside from the strength of the decay quirk, Shigaraki's strength in general is crazy here. So we're not seeing, like, a great display of it, like him punching or something like that, but him launching himself off the ground here like the Hulk. I mean, I guess that's what he's doing here. I don't think it's like the decay giving him, like, a rocket boost, because then Endeavor would have been vaporized by that. I'm pretty sure he's just launching himself off the ground here, because you see him, like, crouch down just like the Hulk, and then shoots himself off into the direction of Izuku. But then it's, he's going to Izuku because now he has Ragdoll's quirk. Because it's all tying together now. It's all coming in a circle because, of course, a lot of us remember back in Kamino when we really first saw All for One in person for the first time, it was revealed that he had took Ragdoll's quirk. But he's saying, like, I basically took it because I need to give it to Shigaraki for the master plan, which we're seeing here. So him having this search, obviously he's able to like locate people that he has like intimate knowledge of or something like that. I forget the exact definition, but it was something like that. It wasn't just like anyone. It needs to be somebody that he has information about or that he's met them or something. But either way, it works with Izuku and Bakugo or whoever that he's trying to track here. But in the case, it's One for All. But the fact that there's like this voice inside of his head telling him that, go after One for All. It's like, it's what you want. Maybe he also was preloaded with some kind of like quirk that like forces ambition into him or something, or maybe he was hardwired with like some memories, or like maybe Yujiko altered his brain so that he just wants to have One for All, whether he inherently wants it or not. It could be something like that. If you remember the movie Inception, like the whole goal of the movie was like to implant this idea into this dude's mind so that like he didn't have it inherently, but like him basically having this fake idea and him thinking that he came out with it, save the world or something. And I think maybe that's what Yukiko's doing with Tomura here, possibly. But of course, there is another possibility that maybe just these two quirks are linked. Like what I was talking about in the previous reviews of like Shigaraki going into like that dream / alternate reality sequence with all for One, and then Izuku with the Vestiges and all that stuff. Like maybe they're just connected because they're ultimately coming from like the same bloodline, I guess, because cause like they're brothers. So like maybe they're just connected that way, and it's all supernatural magic like we were talking about with Decay. So I don't know, maybe this is just Shigaraki trying to like not Shigaraki, I'm sorry, Horikoshi trying to create the Force here, like what I've been talking about also in the reviews lately with the Star Wars and all that stuff. But anyway, we're coming to the end of the chapter with I guess this is the first time Endeavor heard One for All, and I was like, whoa. That is true, because it's like weird, right? Because this series has been going on for like 7 years at this point, and the reader, us, we're so accustomed with One for All that it's just like it's not even a big deal remotely. It's just second nature. But to the other characters, it's like a huge secret that not no one, but like 97% of the cast doesn't know about. Not even Endeavor, someone as prominent as him. So it's like, this is pretty interesting, him hearing it, and then Burnham's hearing it. So maybe, this arc is also going to, like, reveal that, too, because that needs to come to the surface. Like, One for All for One, the legacy, the history, everyone needs to know about that, and eventually needs to get to that point. So I guess this is the beginning of that. But then we see Bakugo and Izuku, like, go off on their own because Izuku knows that Shigaraki is targeting him, and he doesn't want the others to get caught up in it because Decay is broken and they'll get vaporized by it just as bystanders, even if they're trying to help. So why is Bakugo going with them? Well, because, it's Bakugo. He has to go with them. Bakugo is the number one in the popularity poll. He's a great character. He's going to be a part of this. Like, just now I'm going to go into like the movie. This might play out the way that the new movie did that came out this year, the second movie. I'm not going to spoil anything, but if you've seen it, there's some wild stuff that goes down at the end with Izuku and Bakugo. And it's possible that Horikoshi might do something similar here so that they have a chance against Shigaraki. Oh, and also one more thing that I want to touch on that I forgot is that Shigaraki, after he takes the big heat blast from Endeavor, he goes into like the equipment that's left and he like grabs something like where the quirk destroying drug incubator thing was, and then he grabs one of his hands. So maybe that's Nana's hand or something, because Nana still has to come back. It was revealed that Izuku was going to tap into her Vestige next and get her quirk with Float. So maybe these are two things are going to line up here. Maybe, I don't know, Izuku and Shigaraki are going to meet up with Nana and like the Force, the One for All Force or something possibly. And then also the other thing that he's grabbing here, we don't get a good look at it, but I'm assuming it's got to be the quirk-destroying drug, because it was also revealed in the official translation for the previous chapter that there was like one or two left, like they weren't all destroyed, as what I originally thought from the scans. But yeah, so I guess he's grabbing the quirk-destroying drug, and then the hand, and then we'll see what happens with him and Izuku and Bakugo. I hope that this isn't the end of the series, like I've been saying as well. But we'll see what happens. Just really hoping for that time skip and a continuation. We get like another full half of the series, goes up to like 500 chapters. I don't know. But let me know, guys, what do you think is going to happen in the follow-up chapters. And if you like the review, please give it a like. I also have a Patreon. It gives you access to a weekly Q&A. If you haven't already, please subscribe as well. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next one.